As a complete beginner hobby artist slash animator, I recently tried to work on a very simple project. So I had hoped. And this was the final outcome.
すべてのユミルの民に継ぐ。俺の名はエレン・イエーガー。
Alright, thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, so for those still here, all I can say is thank you, but I should warn you, you're about to spend the next few minutes of your life on YouTube watching the behind the scenes of absolute crap. I mean, just take a look at this frame.
Bruh.
Hey Siri, define trash for me.
Trash is the animation project you just worked on. Actually, on a second thought, it's worse than trash. It's dog shit. You should be retroactively aborted for even attempting this.
Ooh, Siri, you didn't have to do me dirty like that. The anime Attack on Titan really fascinates me. By no stretch of my being would I refer to myself as an anime critic or diehard fan. Right? Of the numerous amounts of really good anime that exist out there, I've only watched Naruto and Attack on Titan. To completion. I'm currently still watching Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer, in the sense that I'm waiting for the new releases of the series, as these haven't been completed yet. I mean, I could read the manga, but there's a ton of other stuff to do, right? So I just wait for the series to come out. For now, Attack on Titan sits atop my really, really thin list, right? The two overarching themes that resonate with me are the cycle of hatred. Wait, the cycle of hatred? We've seen this somewhere before.
You and I are the same. We're both motivated by our desire for peace and justice. The justice that I have delivered against the Leaf Village is no different from what you are trying to do to me. Everyone feels the same pain when losing something dear. You and I have both experienced that pain. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine. We're both just ordinary men who have been driven to seek vengeance in the name of justice. And if one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice will only breed further vengeance and trigger a vicious cycle of hatred.
Yeah, that was peak. Sometimes the villains be spitting like crazy. As for the second theme, might sound paradoxical, but being a slave to freedom. Okay, this video is not intended to be an anime critic or an analysis of why the Attack on Titan is goated, so I bring the analysis to an abrupt end. I came across this artwork of Eren Yeager by Wadi Arts. I'll link his video down below. You should check him out though. Really, really cool artist. And then I thought to myself, we can easily practice drawing skills by replicating this, right? Famous last words. Okay, so December 1st, 2024 is when they decided to embark on this venture using the good old Blender. Everything you're about to see was done using Blender's Grease Pencil. Now let's dig into the animation process. First was trying to get the facial structure using the Loomis method. And despite that, I still found a way to butcher the proportions. Like, completely. After that, I started fleshing out other parts of the sketch. Eren's hair and then his jacket. Next was the splatter-like thingy, which didn't take much time to be honest. Blender sculpt tools made the entirety of the process relatively seamless, I would say. Again, a shout out to Blender. Like, how is that free? My goodness. After the sketch was done, I started line work. Aside from having to zoom in and out a whole lot due to the size of my really small Wacom tablet, I got through it in one sitting. So that was cool, I'll say. Now it was just left to do the face hatching, you know how to give it the effect of the half sketch, half color drawing, just like you saw the art I attached earlier. To be fair, I think the Eren drawing didn't turn out too horribly. I mean, it might sound like copium, but okay. The next step was ideally to start coloring. Come on, speak English. But then I thought to myself, like the clown that I am, how about we animate Eren transforming into the Attack Titan? Sounds cool, sounds fancy, right? To see if that was remotely feasible, I first had to, draw the Attack Titan. So it was a similar drawing process here. I finished much quicker than expected, and I was going to animate the hair flowing, right when the Attack Titan appears and the hair all over the place, like the wind and everything. That was the effect I was going for. I wanted to bring the Attack Titan to life without having to animate the full body. Because drawing frame by frame, bro, I'm not that good. Like, proper skill issue here. 100%. Yeah, but that was something I'd never done before, like hair animation, right? So I decided to take a break from the project and watch some YouTube tutorials on hair animation. I did that and I felt I was ready to pick up where I'd left off. But life hits real hard and that made me put a real pause on virtually everything for about 4 months. Cries. Okay, so 4 months later, I scrapped the idea of animating the hair of the Attack Titan. I came back to Eren Yeager and decided to just animate him blinking, right? A simple blink animation. Again, as expected, this is something I'd never done before, but I'd already watched a ton of videos about this whole thing in the past. It still took a really long time to animate though, like a really long time. This was the final outcome. Naturally, I wasn't exactly impressed, but I deemed it okay enough to proceed to the next stage. Now, talking about the next stage, I had no clue the direction of this project. As you might have noticed now, I just kept on going, hoping the ideas would fall and, not being complex enough, I'll be able to execute. At this point, I was already pretty tired of the project. I was this close to abandoning it, just like I abandoned a few other ones that I spent quite a bit of time working on in the past. Moments of silence for the projects that never saw the light of day. Perhaps I may make a video about them sometime in the future. No, don't deceive yourself. We both know you're not going to do that. Bro, come on now. You can't even give me the benefit of the doubt. We've known each other consciously for over 19 years now. What are you talking about? Lord, you just got a sneak peek into my internal monologue. The whole idea of an internal monologue in a decision-making process is pretty crazy though. I mean, those two voices seem to be personified substrates of the consciousness that constantly seem to battle out an idea. The way the pros and cons, and then pick out the most reasonable one. But then who or what is the arbiter of this whole process? When the two conflicting thoughts are battled out, who or what gets to decide which prevails? Like, it's mind-boggling out here. Or is it? And can this whole process just be bypassed by, the final outcome appearing to us in consciousness? Although I can imagine if this illusory effect were present, our lives might seem robotic. Everything being seemingly predetermined, like it isn't already. Or is it? I mean, do we have free will? What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. We've digressed a lot. Let's go back to the main point of the video. Damn, I really seem to be exhibiting some traits of ADHD right here. Okay, so a simple idea hit me. I was going to do a simple face transition of Eren Yeager, from a more relaxed and insouciant outlook to being pretty serious and angry. Yeah, so it was time to start coloring. Ideally, for a simple color filling, this process isn't meant to take time at all. But there seems to be a bug with the automatic gap closure detection, and filling in Blender. I then had to do this manually for each frame, for frames that weren't similar. This was peak torture, like you can't even imagine.
More than you believe. More than you believe.
My Neil.
That's fine.
I wanna hurt myself, yeah.
After coloring, it wasn't looking too terrible. But obviously, it was really off. I have no idea about the mechanics of shading and lighting, so I was basically just vibing, right? It was at this point that I was kind of sure of the full scope of the project. An intro section, Attack on Titan written in Japanese, then Eren appears, blinks, gets fully colored, lightning starts, facial expression change, lightning vanishing effect, and then the transformation. For the lightning and smoke effects, trust me, I struggled a lot. I had to stop recording as I was just wasting memory. I restarted multiple times and got tired, and then I just decided to wing it. Now, after everything was done, I rendered each of the frames as images, used Blender to piece them all together to form the animation, and then edited it in iMovie because I can't edit to save my life. And there we have it. Here's the final outcome again.
すべてのユミルの民に継ぐ。俺の名はエレン・イエーガー。
Alright, that's it for now. There won't be any animation content on the channel for a while though. I need to get my drawing skills up. I'm so terrible at it. I feel like I'm so restricted. Like most of my ideas I have can't be realized because I don't have the skills to bring them to fruition. So yeah, I need to enter my drawing arc, lock in, grind it out, all the motivational kind of stuff. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.